Raw lyrics is a constitutional constituent. When it comes to the First Amendment, to say what the fuck I wanna say and how I wanna say it with no chaser. You on bitch control, chasing that paper. You a faker, an industry image, real paper. While you pouting, I barely praise you with the hotness that I spit from my throne. If you don't like my tone, then fuck you.
You're tuned into Raw Real Talk, where we give you the real deal, where we keep it 100 with you at all times. And on this segment, we are talking about Hollywood celebrities worshiping demonic spirits and being a part of societies that people feel don't exist. It takes stones to fall on some people's heads before they believe that people can cross that line and worship the devil or have satanic beliefs.
I've got a secret. I worship the devil.
Selling my soul for material wishes, fast cars and bitches. Selling my soul for material wishes, fast cars and bitches.
Like the boy in the bubble who never could adapt. I'm trapped. If I can go back, I never would have rapped. I sold my soul to the devil, I'll never get it back.
Picture a nigga on the verge of living insane. I sold my soul for a chance to kick it in back. I sold my soul for a chance to kick it in back. The sick and psychotic society, somebody save me. The sick and psychotic society, somebody save me. Think you got me living in hell, like I'm walking with a secret that'll kill me if I sell. Like I'm walking with a secret that'll kill me if I sell.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
And don't be one of those people who are delusional and feel that celebrities are not a part of a nasty cycle that will keep perpetuating illusions. And the illusions is what we see in the movies, what we hear in our music. And we feel like all of this is okay. But when you have people putting bad things in your music, and they know we all relate to music as a people, that's why they keep going through music, movies, and television. But most people believe you have to be on television and be in the entertainment business to be successful. And the illusion is an insanity cycle that must be broken. We have to understand that as people, we are ego-driven, which means we are so focused on power. We are so focused on what another person have, we can't see past that. So that's when we start wars, because we're greedy. We have to stop being greedy and think about our fellow man. Now, the reason why all of these things are connected and we use Hollywood as our central location of focus is because everything surrounds entertainment. It's the nature of the beast. And we have to understand that. Our children are listening to this music. Our children are following these celebrities, looking up to them, saying, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. Now, parents, we have to take our power back. People, we have to take our power back. And for everybody that want to be in the Hollywood illusion, you might not agree. But you have to think about what I'm saying. And you have to think about the power a person have over you. So when a person try to have power and take control over you and create illusions, they are cowards. They are cowards. Because it takes a real person, a real man or woman to stand face to face with the person and have an intellectual conversation about it. Why we have to get into the killing? Why? Because it's easy to take somebody's life, but it's not easy to live life and focus on that person and come to them and say, this is my problem. This is my issue with them. So therefore we start wars and create all kinds of nonsense so we can create this illusion for the people and for the innocent people that have nothing to do with this mess and this nonsense. They are suffering. They're suffering because of the big dick. And you know the big dick equals ego. So you want to show somebody how big your balls are, how big your ego is. So that's why this illusion is trying to take over people. Is trying to take over our people. That's where this whole satanic worship is coming in. They want to have control. They want to have control over you. So you can do as they say, speak as they say, and react as they say. And they know what pushes the buttons of people. Materialistic value. That's where the cars, the clothes, the entertainment, the food, all of that comes in. And they know we focus on music because we all connect to music. It's a vibration as a people. We connect to sound, beat, bass, drums. That's how we were created by God. So they took something that God made and trying to put control over it. Because think about it. If they had much as control as they are saying and want you to believe, how come no one or anybody figured out how to beat death? Everybody that's starting these wars have not figured out how to beat death. They all get sick. They all die. They all cry like you do. But yet and still, they want to put the illusion out there to control you, to control us as a people. So that's where all of this extra nonsense, they're creating nonsense. It's just details. So you can be focused on the wrong thing. That's where the media come in. The news. They put out what they want you to focus on. So you won't focus on the reality of humanity. We all have erased humanity because we're worried about, like I said, the money, the monetary gain. Now, if we stop with the big dick equals ego, we can function more better. We can function as a people. We can have humanity. I don't care where you live. Across the world, we can be holding hands. Now, remember, people, there are more good people than there are bad people. There are more people that believe in God than people that disbelieve in him. Now, you can classify yourself as an atheist if you would like. Before you classify yourself as an atheist, you already must acknowledge that you believe there is a God. You can't be anti-anything unless you believe the opposite exists in the universe somewhere. You can't be an atheist unless you believe God exists. So you got to think about it, my brothers and sisters. This is common sense. I can't say I'm anti-drug unless I believe drugs exist. I can't say that I don't believe in Christ and say there's an antichrist unless I believe Christ exists. Now, people, we got to wake up and we got to be smart about this. So if you do not want to be controlled by the big dick, which is the ego, you just have to relax and relate to common sense. Use your mind, people. Educate yourself. And not through a building because it has school stamped on it. We're talking about education through books in your hand, through living life, learning life, loving life. So let's just be realistic about what it is that we're talking about. And we're going to focus on some positive things in our next coming videos for 2010. Because it's good to show the problems, the crisis that they're trying to cover up. But we also want to bring solutions to these problems. And it only takes a coward to try to kill somebody off so they won't speak. But you got to remember, two things that a person can't take from you. Free will, and you can only die once. And even if someone threatens you, it's still your free will to say fuck you and move on. And if you say fuck you and move on and they still try to take you out, you can only die once. But in your glory, you got to know that the person that's still standing before you that took your life is a coward. They took Malcolm X's life because they were cowards. They took Dr. King's life because they were cowards. And obviously, it's something that people are saying that is the truth. That's why they want to shut you up. Think about it. God bless.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit.